Howdy, 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 howdy. Let's see. How are you? Yes, I have been incognito. I've been, I've been through hell, actually. Actually. For everybody to come in. Derek, hey. High hopes. Welcome back. Thank you. I'm going to actually change this name. Yes, I'm back. Hey, Grant. How are you? Grant, my hopes. Derek, please comment. Yeah, I'm back. Hopefully it'll be for a while. I've had so much issue, so many things go on. I've been in hell. Give me a one if you can hear me all right, because I'm not aware. I've uh, tried to do some sound checking, but I really couldn't. So if someone could just let me know how loud it is, if it's all right, if you can hear it all right, if you can hear me all right, give me a one. How's it going? Come on in. I've been saying I've been wanting to come back and start again, but I just can't tell you all the stuff that's been going on, and it's been crazy. But anyway, I have great things to show you, and I'm excited about the things I've learned and that I want to show you, and that we'll see together because I think what I'm going to show you might just change your life. Um, what is going on here? Am I still on? I'm having all kind of problems. I apologize. Yeah, all kind of issues. I'm just getting started back up, so you know how it is. How's it going? Who we got in here? Hey, so it's good. Okay, all right. So if you're hanging with me, uh, we are going to be looking at something so amazing. Uh, hopefully, you're here to study the Bible. That's what we do here. We love that, and see who we got in here because some things I want to tell you. Oh, high hopes studying Genesis 3. Just man, let me tell you, there are so much in there that people get wrong. Specifically, the sons of God and the Nephilim. And I know everybody wants to think it's something it may not be, but context is the real issue here. If you can remember the context as you're reading, it's going to make all kind of sense. Grant, God prepared us for these inverted times. Yes. And in fact, if you were here a long time ago, he used that. Here, I'm still trying to figure this out. Hold on 1 second. Just trying to get. Hold on. Just trying to get set up here. Trying to get set up, and I also want to get people on from TikTok to come on here. You don't like TikTok? Google, TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, it's all the same. Trust me. It's all the same. I wanna have them. Yeah, let me get these going. So yeah, shaved. Look at that. What do you think of that? Haven't seen this face in forever. What are we doing with this? There's reverb. I don't have any reverb. Is it echoing? So if you're on TikTok, you can join us live on Facebook. We're live on Facebook if you want to join us. There's quite a few people coming in over there. But on Facebook, on YouTube, I'm sorry, the Deacon TV1, at Deacon TV1 is the YouTube channel, at Deacon TV1. And if you want to join us, that'd be great. We're going to start in Genesis here in just a minute as we let everyone else come in. And something amazing may happen to you. You might learn something. Grant H says, I'm healed now, doing awesome, ready to get back to work. Good. Thanks, Grant. He says, it's a blessing to have you on again. Thank you. Thank you. You know, and Jerry, my friend. I have been in hell, Jerry. I have been. So if you want to go to Genesis and I'm going to tell you something that'll blow you away. High hopes. Oh, High Hope says, I wore my hoodie that I got from you. So you were on my mind all day. Oh, wow. That's an old one, too. Oh, that's awesome. That is awesome. God wouldn't let me come on. He wouldn't let me come on. All I can say is, Jerry's like, why haven't you gotten in touch with me? Because I don't have anybody's phone number anymore. I have been. I don't know how to tell you all that's gone on. I don't know where to start. I mean, what do you want? You want an update, or you want? I don't know. I'm embarrassed. I mean, I don't know what to say. Don't know what to say. I mean, how could I tell you? I'm sorry for smacking. Do you know my phone number, Jerry? I've been in the wilderness, alone with God, alone with God. And all I can tell you is my son and I are alone. There, I said it. My son and I were abandoned. Jerry Ludwig, that's what's going on in me. I just said it. It's so embarrassing. It's so horrifying. We were abandoned. You know, there's going to be a great falling away. The apostasy must come first. And apostasy means divorce, or to turn away from. The literal meaning is a divorce. I've told you that my life is a picture of the biblical narrative. Yours is too. You just have to find the stream in your life. Everyone is. Everyone's life is reflected in the Bible. If you're a Christian, your life is in there. Your name is written in the book of life. Jerry, my heart has been ripped out of my body. If you remember 2 years ago, before I stopped the first time, I said I'd been in hell and that I died. I died then. I was, yeah. And it's been killing me. I mean, like, am I even qualified to share God's word, you know? And I've looked, and I've what she has done does not determine that. Does not determine it. And I'm not sure if you know what narcissistic personality disorder is, or what if you know what discardment is. After 27 years, my wife left, and I haven't been able to have any closure. Thank you, Jen. You know, what do I say to my son? Completely deadbeatish is what it is. You know, discardment. No, if you're on TikTok and you want to join us, you can come to YouTube. We're on at Deacon TV One. Deacon TV One. And if you come over from TikTok, say hi to us over here. Not sure if you can hear me very well on the phone, but yeah, just a couple on TikTok anyway. But join us. It's been 6 months since she left. I was in the bathroom. No one said goodbye. Took my little girl. Yeah, I struggle with saying too much because I don't want pity. Thanks, Jerry. Yeah, I will. I tell you, illnesses that I have had for 27 years have stopped. The stress in my body is gone. I have to tell you that we have fought for 27 years. I mean, I've tried. I was just dealing with someone who didn't want to be one flesh with me, and that was said. Doesn't believe in that, and man, high hopes. Man, it's weird, Jerry, thank you. It is so confusing. It is clear that the Bible is like marriage is the foundation of the entire Bible. Think about it. Christ is the groom, and the body of Christ, we are the bride of Christ. That it begins with Adam and Eve. They're kicked out of the garden. The new Adam comes, and his bride are married, and the book ends with the marriage supper. Same thing. Let's see what we have in here. Yeah, if you'd like to join us on YouTube, come to Deacon TV 1. Deacon TV 1. Jerry, being rejected is terrible, but I tell you, what do I say to my son? What do I say to my son? So, if you want to follow along with us, we're starting off in Genesis, and it's important to realize that the Bible is founded on context. It's a story, and it's a novel from beginning to end. Like I said, the beginning is about Adam and Eve being kicked out of the garden, and the end is them being brought back in and wedded to the bridegroom. I think I got it. Let's see. I'll check. Hold on. Is that yours with the 7, Jerry? Hi, Shirley, on TikTok. Dorothy, my cozy life. Come to YouTube. Deacon TV 1. Deacon TV 1. Sorry I can't put the link in there. But we have the text up here and we're looking at it. I meant to come on yesterday, but God didn't want it. Luella. That make Luella, my little girl's name, Luella. I saw Luella Mitchell, and I got a lump in my throat, because we were a family, all of us, so long ago, and here we are again. I'm sorry. I couldn't be here. It was just horrible. I've gone through hell, and yeah. So if you're on TikTok, join us on YouTube, Deacon TV One. We're looking at Genesis. The foundation of the Bible is the first 3 chapters of Genesis, and the entire Bible, actually in Genesis 4 too, because we want to go until they get expelled. But that is the entire story of the Bible is about that problem of being perfect, choosing their own way, getting kicked out of the garden, choosing God's way with salvation, repentance, being made perfect again, and brought back into the garden, into the New Jerusalem. It begins with the creation of Adam and Eve, and the story ends with the bride of Christ in the marriage supper. So, big deal. Read it as a novel. See it as a novel. Luella Mitchell says, no need to apologize. Still nothing but love, Deacon. I am here. That is so good. Jerry Ludwig says, I'm baking a raisin pie for my father-in-law. Yuck. A raisin pie? So, here we are in Genesis 1:1. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. The earth was formless and void, and darkness was over the surface of the deep. And the Spirit of God was hovering or moving over the surface of the waters. The waters. Who created the waters? Water was never created. Jerry Ludwig said, why do you think I popped up tonight? My friends. There have been some times I've been so alone, and I said, I'm not alone. I have friends all over the nation. Jerry Ludwig, Luella Mitchell, High Hopes. Yes, these people have been there from the beginning. Grant H, same. They were there from the beginning. So, right in the first 2 chapters of Genesis, we have water, and water was never created. Let's see. Oh no, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. So I accidentally hung up on everybody going live or live on TikTok. It was an accident. Um, people want to go live with you, and I don't know how to stop that, but I disconnected. All right, so water. Where did water come from? Anybody? Where did water come from? Water was never created. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. Something else we're going to see is that darkness was never created. It was just there. It just is. But in the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. Before there was ever sin in the world, the earth was formless and void, and darkness was over the surface of the deep, and we assume that that's waters. So the earth was a water planet, and that you will see that wherever the Lord is throughout the entire Bible, there is the water of life. So where God is, there is water. So God was moving over the surface of the waters. He wasn't stagnant. He wasn't still. He was moving. Very important. Then God said, "Let there be light." And there was light. So he never said, "Let there be darkness." Never said, "Let there be darkness." There just is. Um, um, Hydrogen and oxygen, Jerry Ludwig says H2O. Right. So, all right. So if you're on TikTok joining us, you can join us on YouTube at Deacon TV 1. Deacon TV 1. Deacon TV 1 on YouTube. If you want to see the text we're looking at and you want to grow in God's Word with us, that's where you go. I had an invite for people to go live. I don't normally go live on TikTok, so I don't know how to do it. So there's no water created. God did not create water, and God did not create darkness. It just is once there is light. Then God said, "Let there be light," and there was light. God saw it. Now notice that when he says, "Let there be light," he didn't create light either. He just said, "Let there be. Let there be light." And there was light. God saw that the light was good. And God separated the light from the darkness. Darkness was never created. It just is or was. Shirley. Hey. Did you come from TikTok, Shirley? So if you join us on TikTok, go to Deacon TV 1 on YouTube if you want to see the text, if you want to follow along with us. That's what we're doing that. So we see that God didn't create light. He just said, let it be. Oh, hey, Shirley, she did come from the good. And we see that he did not create the water, and he did not create darkness. Darkness just is. God called the light day, and the darkness he called night. And there was evening and there was morning one day. No sun, no moon, no stars, only the light of God. And what does that remind you of? In the New Jerusalem, what does it say? Listen, what does it say? That there is no light to light the day, for God himself is the light. Is the light. And here we have that happening right there. So remember, the Bible, the end is just wrapping it up. It's bringing us back to this situation here. Heaven is wherever God is. Heaven is wherever God is. Then God said, let there be an expanse in the midst of the waters. If you get hung up on flat earth stuff and where water is there and water is here, if you can look at it and go, oh, that's great and that's awesome. See, you can do that. But if you get hung up on it, you will miss something. And the point of the text is showing us that God is present from the very beginning. He was present. And heaven, as we're going to see, like when Jesus says the kingdom of heaven, we're going to see that this is what he's talking about. Heaven, a condition on the earth where God is included in that creation. Okay. What I'm going to show you is that Genesis 1 through 3 is Matthew 5 through 7, which is the Sermon on the Mount, better known as the Beatitudes. Blessed are the poor in spirit. Blessed are the meek. Blessed are the, you see what I'm saying? Pure in heart. If you would like to join us on YouTube, go to Deacon TV 1, and you can see the text and follow along with us. If you're on TikTok. You won't be able to hear me on this mic. You'll only hear me through the phone. But on YouTube, it goes through this. So God said, let there be an expanse. Look at 6 right here. Right here. 6. Right here. And God said, let there be an expanse in the midst of the waters, and let it separate the waters from the waters. So we have an expanse. There's the earth, formless and void. There's just water on it. It's the water planet. There's atmosphere, and there's going to be water on the top and water on the bottom. And as I said, if you get hung up on that, those scientific facts are the earth and all that, you'll miss the point. God made the expanse and separated the waters which were below from the expanse from the waters which were above, and the expanse from the, and it was so, sorry. God called the expanse heaven. Very important. Heaven. So when you see heaven, you think this. When Jesus in the Beatitudes, when he talks about the kingdom of heaven, he's talking about this. This, where God is a perfect creation with no sin in the world. So as we're going to see, this creation is perfect and made like it is now, except there's no thorns and thistles, with no sin in the world. We have 348 people on TikTok. Go to Deacon TV 1 if you want to follow along on YouTube. Deacon TV 1. Also, I want to make something real clear. If you are tired of getting muscle spasms or Charlie horses at night, Spasm Free is available. If you have restless leg syndrome and you want it to end, email me. Spasm Free. If you were part of our group a long time ago, you know what that is. I'm going to be offering it again. Your restless leg syndrome will end within 5 minutes of drinking this. It comes in capsules, a drink mix, and we have something else called Tiger X. If you're from the old group, you remember what Tiger X was. They're $28 now. So just letting you know, $28. If you want to get rid of your restless leg syndrome, if you want to get rid of muscle spasms or Charlie horses at night, you won't have any and you'll sleep perfect. Guaranteed. And it does a lot of other things. If you want to manage neuropathy, herpes, cold sores, tooth infections, Spasm Free. I don't have a website yet, and it's $28. Email me, sean.baltwell@gmail.com. I put it in the comments on YouTube. Email me, and I'll tell you how to get it. It's $28 a container of each, and I'll tell you how to get it. We are starting it back up again, but it's going to be slow going. If you're tired of Charlie horses, restless leg syndrome, I have the solution for you. It can end tonight. So go ahead, give me let me put my email here on TikTok if I can. I don't even know how to do it. Yeah, I'm terrible at this stuff. I don't know how to do it. So, if you want to join us on YouTube, join us at Deacon TV 1. Deacon TV and the number 1. And you can join us. Shirley came over from TikTok. Thank you, Shirley. So email me if you want to find out how to get Spasm Free again. Have problems peeing at night if you're a man? Well, your prostate is spasming. It can handle that too. Take care of that. Thank you, Shirley. Thank you. YouTube channel's in the bio on TikTok. Thank you very much. Thank you. I like your hair. Yeah, I have no hair. God called the expanse heaven. So why is the kingdom of heaven the same as this heaven? Because there's no sin in the world. And this is where God is. Adam walked with God, remember? God is on the earth. God is present. The kingdom of heaven is simply where God is present on the earth. And Jesus in the Beatitudes in those 3 chapters are telling us how to know God, how to see God, how to participate with God inside of the kingdom of heaven where he is. And this is the first part of that. And I don't know if we'll get to the Beatitudes tonight, but you got to understand this to understand what Jesus is doing in the Beatitudes. So yes, if you want to join us on YouTube, it's Deacon TV 1. God made the expanse and separated the waters which were below the expanse from the waters which were above the expanse, and it was so. God called the expanse heaven. God called the expanse heaven. 8 right here. 8. And there was evening and there was morning a second day. Remember, there's no sun, there's no stars. Then God said, let the waters below the heavens be gathered into one place, and let the dry land appear. And it was so. God called the dry land earth, and the gathering of the waters he called seas. And God saw that it was good. Second time he says that. Then God said, let the earth sprout vegetation. Remember, there's no sun and no moon, and yet vegetation is going to grow. The sun is not needed for this vegetation. The Lord God is its sustenance. Let the earth sprout vegetation, plants yielding seed. This is very important because, as we're going to see, yielding seed is the rest of the Bible. The seed is the story of the Bible, starting in Genesis chapter 4. And we're going to see that who we say that seed is coming from will determine our outlook on the entire Bible. And I submit to you that we have been misinterpreting the Bible from Genesis chapter 3 on. Yeah. And I'll show you when we get there. And I hope you come back, and I hope you stick around to see that. There was evening and there was morning, a third day. A third day. High Hopes, Genesis 3:15. I meant to have my phone in here so I could look up stuff really quick. Let the earth sprout vegetation, plants yielding seed, and fruit trees on the earth, bearing fruit after their kind, with seed in them. And it was so. Very important. Very, very important. Things reproduce after their own kind. That is the story of the Bible. Things reproduce after their own kind. And it starts right here. The earth brought forth vegetation, and the Lord saw that it was good. 1:13. There was evening and there was morning, a third day. There's no sun. There's vegetation on the earth, and there's no sun. But there's light, and there's darkness. All right. There was evening and there was morning, a third day. Then God said, let there be lights. Here's new lights. Let there be lights in the expanse of the heavens to separate the day from the night, and let them be for signs and for seasons and for days and years. We see that God begins allowing other things to govern his creation. To govern his creation, as we're going to see, Adam was the King of Kings, Lord of Lords on the earth. He's naming the animals. He's going to cultivate the vegetation, all that. But right now, he's putting the sun, the moon, and the stars in place to govern things. Watch. Let there be lights in the expanse of the heavens to separate the day from the night, and let them be for signs and for seasons and for days and years, and let them be for lights in the expanse of the heavens to give light on the earth. And it was so. God made the two great lights, the greater light to govern the day, and the lesser light to govern the night. He made the stars also. If you are on TikTok and you would like to join us, go to Deacon TV One. Deacon TV One. You see something. Hold on. See something. One second. All right. I'm trying to give you a link. Someone asked me about my PayPal link, and I wanted to do that. I don't see any. I don't see the link. I'm sorry. Hold on. Almost. So, hold on. Take a break. You know, people on TikTok, and even on here, I mean, what the heck? People are crazy. People are crazy. Hold on. I apologize. 1 second. Okay. get this. So we'll have to do it some other time. Yeah, Shelly, the TikTok people are, they're pretty crazy. With all the crazy stuff going on, people are going to be crazy. They are, Eric. Yes. If you want to join us on YouTube, it's at Deacon TV 1. If you'd like to join us over there and follow along with the text. So we saw that there's no sun when the plants are created. So he creates the sun and the moon and the star, and they are meant to govern something. And we're going to see that from now on, everything it creates is to govern something. And we're going to see that Adam is to govern everything. And he didn't. When it came to Eve, he let Eve govern him. God made the two great lights, the greater light to govern the day, the lesser light to govern the night. He made the stars also. God placed them in the expanse of the heavens to give light on the earth. And to govern the day and the night, and to separate the light from the darkness. We got another separation. And God saw that it was good. Okay, let me see. Thank you. Thank you for that. You're helping me, High Hopes. Thank you. Let me see. Oh, there it is. Let me make sure that this is the right one. Yep. Oh. There it is if anybody wants to give. That's the PayPal link. There we go. If you've been blessed. Oh, okay. Thank you, High Hopes. I got it. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. When it says that God saw that it was good, I want you to see it as though he's stepping back like an artist. He's looking at his creation. He's saying, that's good. I like that. That's good. I like that. That's what he's doing. And every time he creates, he's breathing. And I'm going to show that to you as well. That Yahweh is every time he creates. Sigh is him saying it's good. It's good. Yeah. It's good. Right? Okay. There was evening and there was morning, a fourth day. So 4 has to do with creation. The square, we like to say, is perfect creation. Then God said, let the waters teem with swarms of living creatures. and let the birds, fly above the earth in the open expanse of the heavens. So if you would like to join us on YouTube, go to Deacon TV 1 and follow along. It's awesome. Follow along. Oh, by the way, something else I want you to do. If you want to follow me on Facebook, you can find me on Facebook, Sean Boutwell. Just by my name, Sean Boutwell. You'll see me, my normal picture there. Follow me there. God created the great sea monsters and every living creature that moves, with which the waters swarmed after their kind, and every winged bird and after its kind. And God stepped back, looked at his creation, and what does it say, 21? It says, and God saw that it was good. God saw that it was good. 22, God blessed them, saying, be fruitful and multiply. Right there. That they have seeds too, and that they reproduce after their own kind, and fill the waters in the seas, and let birds multiply on the earth. There was evening and there was morning, a fifth day. So now we got animals. There was evening and there was morning, a fifth day. Then God said, let the earth bring forth living creatures after their kind, cattle and creeping things, and beasts of the earth after their kind. Remember that. After their kind. And it was so. That this mantra keeps repeating over and over, after their kind. Things reproducing after their own kind. And you're going to see that once Cain kills Abel and Seth is born, this mantra does not end. And it talks about that the sons of God mated with they took any woman they chose, and that this was the reason for the flood. And it calls them the sons of God. Everyone thinks that that's the Nephilim. It is not. It is the children of Seth. Because things reproduce after their own kind. You'll see it over and over and over again. (26) right here. Then God said, sorry, why did that do that? Mean for it to do that. Did not mean for it to do that. Oh my God. There we go. Then God said, 26, let us make man in our image. Jared Ledwood said, I don't have Facebook anymore. You know, I didn't have it anymore either. I just totally got rid of everything. Deleted everything. But that's part of the whole NPD thing as well. I lost myself. I disappeared for this person. And they disappeared. So things reproduce after their own kind, right? He's been saying it over and over again. Things plants have seed and they produce after their own kind. The animals produce after their own kind. Let us make man in our own image, according to our likeness. Do you see it? Do you see it? That God is making a creature after his image. Excuse me. Sorry about that. And most people will say, but that's just his personality traits, his ability to know us. God doesn't have a hand. God doesn't have legs. Well, yes, he does. His name is Jesus Christ. And there's a man in heaven that seeds reproduce plants after plants reproduce after their own kind through seeds. Animals the same. God is saying that he is doing the same. God blessed them. So God created man in his own image. In the image of God, he created him. Male and female, he created them. And what you and most people can't handle is that God is male and female, not in the sense that we understand it, but the same attributes of male and female. And that is expressed throughout the Bible. It is even expressed in the Old and New Testament within themselves. The Old is masculine. The New Testament is feminine. It is. Not in the sense of a woman, but in the sense of what the image of God looks like. We have two distinct things going on in the Bible. That God's image is male and female. And that it's proven right here. And if he's going to show this over and over again, that we're going to see that through women, he does things. Through men, he does things. And that through the union of Adam and Eve, specifically Israel, Adam and Eve, specifically the tribe of Judah, Adam and Eve, specifically the new Adam, Jesus Christ in the tribe of Judah, and through the bride of Christ worldwide, who are now grafted into the tribe of Judah through Christ, that they are to be the image bearers of the world and reproduce little image bearers and be the witness of God to the world, which we're going to see in the book of Revelation, that the two witnesses are the new Adam and the new Eve, transformed. God blessed them, and God said to them, be fruitful and multiply, make little image bearers, and fill the earth, and subdue it. Save the earth? No, subdue it. Worship the earth? No, subdue it. Subdue it. Rule over the fish of the sea and over the birds of the sky and over every living thing that moves on the earth. They aren't eating them. They aren't eating animals, meat yet. So what are they doing with them? How are they ruling over lions and apes and things like that when they don't eat meat? Good question. Some say that it was like Dinotopia. A lot of Christians do, in fact. And that Dinotopia was a allegory for the Christian life, where everything is restored back to its original design. Animals aren't at odds with people and vice versa. Behold, he says, I've given you every plant yielding seed that is on the surface of all the earth, and every tree which has fruit yielding seed. It shall be food for you. So they're just vegetarians at this point. And to every beast of the earth, and to every bird of the sky, and everything that moves on the earth, which has life, I have given every green plant for food. And it was so. So even there are no meat-eating tigers and lions and bears. Everything's eating vegetables. God saw all that he had made. He stepped back and he looked at it. And behold, it was very good. That was his exhale. He steps back and look at it. That's the inhale. Yeah. And when he sees that it's good, it's the exhale. And it was very good. And there was evening and there was morning, the sixth day. And I'm going to show you how I know that that's the exhale and the inhale and the exhale is because Adam did it. Adam did it. So as we move to chapter 2, I don't know how far we'll get in it. But I want you to look at a few things for next time. I want you to look into the things that man starts to say is good. Like the Delim of Havilah. Did you know that there is a few towns around the Garden of Eden? Our Moses is speaking from a modern standpoint, looking back at the Garden of Eden. What? You don't know what I'm talking about? Look at 2:10 right here before we get into it. Now a river flowed out of Eden to water the garden, and from there it divided and became 4 rivers. The name of the first is Pishon. It flows around the whole land of Havilah, where there is gold. What do they need gold for? The gold of that land is good. Now it's Moses saying something is good, not God. The first time. The Delim and the onyx stone are there. The Delim? What is Delim? Look it up. Go find out what it is. Shirley says, you're a little rusty. And let me tell you, I'm rusty. I'm so rusty. You wouldn't even know, man. When I get up, man, I got to get out the oil can, and my joints are just like crazy. I hope says Mary gave birth to the seed. Yes, she did. She did. But so did Eve. So did Eve. And we're going to see that too coming up, but not now. We'll see it in a minute. So thus the heavens and the earth were completed in all their host, and there was no sin in the world. And that this is the heaven that Jesus is talking about. I know you don't want to see that. I know you want to see the kingdom of heaven as being something like magnificent. But what it means is the place on earth where God is. And there is no sin where God is. That he's on the earth. By the seventh day, God completed his work, which he had done. And he rested on the seventh day from all his work, which he had done. Then God blessed the seventh day and sanctified it, because in it he rested and from all his work which God had created and made. This is the account of the heavens and the earth when they were created. In the day that the Lord God made earth and heaven. All right, we're going to end right there, and we'll start back up tomorrow. And I hope you enjoyed it. I hope that you come back. I want you to read forward. Read in chapter 2. But I want you to look at these things in chapter 1. Read chapter 1 all day tomorrow before we get into 2. And I'm hoping nothing happens and I'm able to be here. But, man, stuff happens every single day to me. It's so crazy. It's just relentless. Adding on. And thank you for being with me tonight. And thank you for hearing me when we started. Thank you for not judging me, because it's embarrassing. And until tomorrow.